Page has an article that FriendFeed has launched rooms, which sounds kind of cool. I took a peek at that last week. I just got to get some friends that I can get a room with. According to Dig, Flash Gordon and Highlander are being remade. I could see maybe Flash Gordon getting remade. That's been a while. That was the 70s, although really that Queen music soundtrack is going to be really hard to beat. But there is no reason to remake Highlander. It had a TV series. It had several crappy sequels. The original is classic. There could be only one. A coworker of mine on her shared items in Google Reader had the urban word of the day, and it was Early Nerd Special, a midnight showing on the day of release of a highly anticipated film, typically in the science fiction or fantasy genre. I'd like one ticket to the Early Nerd Special of Star Wars Episode 3. That's kind of cute. On the topic of Star Wars, IO9 has a poll. What would it take to get you excited about Star Wars Clone Wars? Really not that much. I don't think there is any more fun movie to go to on an opening night than a Star Wars movie. So just opening would get me excited to go to a Star Wars movie in the movie theater. Gizmodo has an article, Marvel's Comics on Mobile Phones Equals Win. I don't think Marvel's Comics on mobile phones would equal win. I think they would equal very, very small panels on a very, very small screen. Like a comic strip like PvP or something would look great on a little mobile phone. But big splashy Marvel comics with giant splash pages, not so much on the mobile phone. Gizmodo has a question of the day. Do you think computers were built using alien technology? 1,696 people think yes, aliens exist and they are using their technology. 2,199 people voted no, and 542 people do not believe in aliens at all. Mortal Kombat vs. DC Comics may contain content inappropriate for children. This fall, worlds will collide, and the fate of the universe shall be decided
access bail you out. Click to connect and work in more spots than just hotspots. On America's most reliable wireless broadband network.
Commercial for this
reliability to go. Verizon Wireless.
American Morning, the most news in the morning, period. Weekday 6 Eastern.
It's a movement around creating cafe-like collaborative spaces all over the world for the massive independent work.
Buffering. is a blog by a guy who works at Mirage, has a article, "The rumors circulating with regards to the animation studio Imagi and its relationship with the TMNT film is perhaps true." Basically, the people who did the TMNT CGI movie probably not going to do the sequel, which is kind of a bummer because I really loved that first CGI TMNT movie. That's all for now.